Hello everybody, Shelby from American Chess Equipment, back with you during COVID times. Today we're going to be going through the standard club special that everybody sells. This is our 04 1239 and the Superior Club Special, which is pretty exclusive to American Chess Equipment, and I want to show you the differences today. Now, if you look at this set, this is the standard club special. This set has been around for ages. If you look at any of the other major manufacturers or any of the other major sellers in the United States, this is the set they sell. White pieces are nice, black pieces are nice, standard stun design, for the rooks, the knights, the bishops. The bishops have the bullet heads. The king has a considerable cross with a lot of material. So this way the cross is going to be very sturdy. Queens have no points. And if you look really close, standard pawns. Now, set's still made out of ABS plastic. Some people call it PVC plastic. Very solid set. Most people call this the club special. Why do they call it the club special? Because it's the low cost option for most chess clubs. It's unweighted. The set weighs in at 1.05 pounds. And it's cheap. I mean, most people get this because of cost. It's very sturdy, very usable, stun style. It's really nice. Now, if you look at the bottom, I peeled one of the felts off on a white queen. You notice that there's a hole. Right? And the hole goes almost all the way to the top. It goes right to about this collar. Now, you have to ask yourself the question, why do they put this hole there? They put this hole there because some people want a weighted set. If you look at our site, the 04 1137 or 1139, depending on if you get it with a bag or not, to weight this, they take a steel weight, put glue on it, jam it in there, stick the felt over the top, and then you have a weighted set. Now, really nice set, really easy to use. Now, we're going to be going over to the Superior Club Special. Now, you have to ask yourself, what's the real difference in this? There's a difference in design. If you notice, the rooks from the Superior set have the taller tops. Here's the rook from, the standard set. If you look at the knight, the knight's got a lot more detail. He's got an open mouth. He's got a braided mane. It's pretty nice. Compare him to the set, the knight from the standard set. It's a little less detail, but with less detail, it means it's going to be a little bit more sturdy. If you look at the bishops, main difference is round bulbous bullet, versus the bullet head. It comes down to preference on, the style. The queen on the Superior set, they come to a little bit more of a point. Some people like that because it's more detailed. More detail gives them a better feeling about the set. Honestly, if you compare it to the standard set, they're about the same. If you look here, these, the tips on her crown are edged off. The big difference is when you come to the king. Now, if you look at this king, the only drawback to the set is the amount of material that holds the cross onto the top of the king. On the standard set, there's a lot more material. That king's going to be a lot more sturdy. Compared to the Superior set, it would be more likely to break if the kids drop it too much. It's one of those things, form versus style versus durability. And then if you look at the pawns, the Superior set, the pawns have a bigger collar. They have a slightly bigger base and a bigger head. Not much difference, but enough to be noticeable. The main difference about the Superior set is the base. Now, going back, the base on the standard set has a hole in the bottom, right, in case you want to weight it. Anybody who's been teaching with the kids in the clubs understands that if there's a hole in the bottom of the piece, kids are going to poke holes through the felt. No matter what you do, even if you tell them not to, kids are going to do stuff when they get bored. Now, in the base of the superior piece, you notice this little let me rip the felt off. You notice this little plastic piece right here? It's this superior piece has a hole the same as the standard piece. But in the superior piece, we put a blocker in the bottom. So this way, when kids decide, I want to poke holes, it's a lot harder for them to poke holes. The superior set has blockers in all the major pieces. Now we get to something super cool. If you're one of those people that abuses your chess set, or you have a kid that doesn't take care of their stuff, and you're not sure what to buy because no matter what you get them, they destroy. Now we come to the silicone chess pieces. If you look, still the standard stun design, the same design that we have for the standard club special, right? But if you notice, this is the standard club special. See how it's nice and shiny and plastic compared to the silicone pieces. If you notice, silicone pieces are bendy. You can do whatever you want. They're made out of food grade silicone rubber. All right? A lot of people wonder, why were these brought about? One of the reasons I heard silicone pieces were brought about were this prison systems. One of the reasons that they actually went and developed silicone pieces is in prison, sometimes people do things with hard plastic items that we wouldn't think about doing out here in public. But a silicone piece, no matter what you do, there's no way to be able to turn it into a weapon. They were turning regular plastic pieces into a weapon. Now, cool thing about silicone pieces, no matter what you do, even if we take our big, huge knight, you cannot destroy these pieces. These pieces are indestructible unless you actually take a razor or a knife to them. Could you pull them apart? If you really worked at it. But these things, I've dropped them out of a second-story building. I've taken hammers to them. I've done pretty much whatever to them. They're always going to pop back to the regular shape. They're really nice, but with them being silicone rubber, they do have a more porous surface. With a porous surface, it means it's going to attract dirt and dust and the oils in your hands. Everybody has oils in their hands. A little bit more. So you're going to have to clean your pieces a little bit more when you have the silicone pieces. Another drawback to the silicone pieces is when you have it on a standard board, the pieces don't slide because one of the reasons is there's no felt. Okay, I love the silicone pieces. When I take them out when I'm teaching in the kids' classrooms, kids love them because they like to squish them. And who among us as chess players, when we're thinking about our moves, isn't constantly taking a captured piece and messing around with it? When it's silicone, it's squishy. So then this way, it's a nice way to keep my mind focused compared to a standard piece. Do you really need a silicone chess set? That's up to you. You got to take the drawbacks and you got to take the benefits and figure out what exactly fits the chess player that you're buying. All right, everybody, now I'm going to show you the weights on these pieces. This is the Superior Club Special, if you notice. Superior Club Special. These weigh in at 1.1 pounds. Now we have the standard unweighted Club Special. These weigh in at 0.95. Now we have the double weighted pieces. If you look, those weigh in at squishy pieces. These things weigh in at 1.3 pounds. All right, everybody, Shelby from American Chess Equipment again. So now that you've watched the video, you have to ask yourself, which chess set do I want to buy? And that depends on you. It depends on, are you buying for kids? Are you buying for adults? Have you been playing for a while? What's my style? Do I want something that I'm going to have to upgrade later? Am I going to want to just buy the absolute top end and not worry about it? It's one of those things. People always ask me, what should I buy? I'm like, it's not up to me. It's up to you. So ask yourself the question. If you're buying for a club, of course you're going to buy standard club specials. People abuse chess sets, especially when they're not theirs. So if you're buying for a standard club, you know, be it adult club, kids, stuff like that, just go with the standard club specials or the superior club specials. Me personally, I'd go with the superior club specials because they're almost $1 different than the standard club specials. If you're going to go with a weighted set, you can go with the standard double weighted set. Me personally, I try a triple weighted set. Triple weighted sets are going to last longer. They have a heavier feel to them. They feel a little bit nicer in your hand. Are they more expensive? Of course. You know, I mean, you have to pay for quality. I mean, do you want to buy a $200 junker car or do you want to buy a Mercedes? You know, it's one of those things. It all comes down to personal preference. Now, would like to thank Premier Chess for sending me a free t-shirt. Thank you, Evan. If you guys want me to show off your club or your organization on these videos, send me stuff. I have no problem wearing it. Thank you very much. This is Shelby Lorman from American Chess Equipment.